Hello everyone and welcome to Siriana Tarot. This is a Singles New Love reading for Pisces. We're going to look at the kind of love you're ready to experience now based on the growth you've already done. Take what resonates and leave the rest. Clear messages, advice, and guidance for my Pisces, please. All right, your person is showing up as the Page of Pentacles, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. They're also showing up as the King of Swords, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. They're viewing you as the Queen of Pentacles, so more earth energy. And the connection, we see the Two of Pentacles. All right, so some of you may end up having a choice here, Pisces, between this person and someone else. Now, this person is showing up as the Ten of Pentacles. This could be someone who's been married and divorced before. But this is somebody who really values family and connection. I also think this is somebody who's quite wealthy or has a lot to offer. The Page of Pentacles tells me this person is discerning. They're growth-oriented. They pay attention to details. This is somebody who, looks before they leap. But I also feel like they're very grounded, they're very generous, they're upbeat. All right, they're showing up as the Queen of Wands in reverse. So maybe it's this person who has a choice between you and somebody else when you two meet. The Queen of Wands in reverse can indicate someone here who might have a little bit of a temper though, or maybe they have a habit of rushing in and out of connections. This may be somebody who's been dating a lot, but they just haven't quite found the one. And we see the Nine of Pentacles. Yeah, but I do like this because this is somebody who has a lot to offer, but I feel like they're single. And again, maybe they are talking to a few different people, or they have a choice between you and someone else, at least when you first meet. All right, now Pisces, how you're feeling, the Empress energy in reverse. So I do feel like there's some sort of third party energy around this connection. Maybe you both are casually dating other people. Maybe both of you are married. The Empress in reverse is Taurus and Libran energy, but it may indicate that you're worried or you feel like a third party, or maybe this is a third party situation. All right, but I do feel like I do feel for a lot of you with this Nine of Pentacles. I mean, she's usually my single lady card or single person card, male or female. It doesn't matter. My readings are not meant to be gender specific. But you may know that this person has other options. So you might question at first if you're good enough, or if they're going to choose you. You might have other options. You could be married. You could be dealing with somebody else. I mean, just trust your intuition here. All right, so they're showing up as somebody who doesn't have any family. Okay, so I don't feel that's the case with the Ten of Pentacles, but I do feel possibly their family is at a distance from them. So they could live in a different city, state, or country. They may have experienced loss and they're in a period of recovery. So maybe they've lost a family member recently. All right. This person might be in a bit of a passive role. They're okay with letting others take the lead and make decisions. I feel like that's when it comes to love and romance, but I feel like when it comes to their finances and their stability, it's a different story. And I do think this person is most likely used to getting a lot of attention, because they kind of act unbothered when it comes to love. Or they're quite discerning, so they're not they're not like thirsty for love is what I'm getting. And we see there's an intensity here to this person, Pisces. The depth of this person's thoughts and emotions indicate a high intellect and a strong focus on their subject. Now, with the King of Swords, I do feel like this person is somebody who has air in their chart, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. This person might be well educated, they're thoughtful, they're intelligent, they use logic and reason, which is not always easy to come by these days. But with the King of Swords, I also feel like this person's really well put together. I get a sense of loyalty here with this person when they commit. There's going to be major attraction between the two of you. They can't forget you, so you definitely make a huge impression on them. and they may be in their 30s. Now that's just going to be a message for some of you, not for all of you. These really specific messages, like I said, they're going to be confirmation for some. But if they don't resonate, that's okay. It doesn't mean it's not your reading. All right, what else do my Pisces need to know about this person? So they've lost a loved one within the last year. So we do see that they're in mourning. Okay, so that may have been something that was taking up a lot of emotional space for them. All right, we see they might wear red frequently or be wearing red when you meet them. Red could be their favorite color. They are going to step up and ask you out. All right, and they may have an imperfection in their speech here, Pisces, which, you know, could be a stutter or a small slur, but it could also be that the language that you speak with them is not their native language. Okay, or they could, you know, I don't know if they have like an accent. They come from a different region, city, state, or country even. All right, so we see pathway. This person definitely didn't see this coming, or they weren't planning for this connection with you, Pisces. We see main male. Now remember, my readings are not meant to be gender specific, but some of the cards that I use are. And with main male energy, so this person definitely sees themselves like finally stepping up with you with this connection. That feels a little bit different than how they've been feeling about other options or, you know, recently in love. And we see the Lovers card. So they feel this really, really strong connection to you, but this could be an indication here that there is somebody else around them. You know, I don't know if they're dating casually, this person, or, you know, I don't know exactly what it is, but it does feel like there's a choice here in love, and it might be for both of you. Now, this person is seeing you as the Queen of Pentacles, so they see you as somebody who's grounded, stable, secure. They feel like you're generous. You two are very similar in that sense, right? There could be a little bit of an age difference here as well. The Queen of Pentacles, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy. She's also somebody who takes good care of herself, her house, her home, her finances. All right. They're viewing you as the Strength card in reverse, Leo energy. So they might be a little bit worried that even if you're not feeling like the best version of yourself, Pisces, this person might be a little bit worried that you're out of their league, or you're so good looking, you know, but you might be superficial is kind of what I'm getting. So their first impression of you might be wrong. But with the Strength card in reverse, they might also be a little bit worried here that, you know, you're lacking confidence about moving forward with them, either because of third party or because they've been single and mingling or something like that. And we see the Nine of Swords. Yeah, so I think this person knows that there's something about this connection or about them that might make you feel a little bit nervous and anxious. And they are worried here that they're going to miss an opportunity with you because of that, or you're not going to choose them. Again, I cut the deck again and I get the Empress in reverse. So it does feel like you're worried about third party. Again, I don't know if this person, I feel like they're single, but maybe they have to deal with an ex or co-parent with an ex. You know, maybe they have an ex that's trying to get back together with them. And again, it does feel like they've been singling, and maybe they've been singling. All right, English left the building. They've been single and they've been dating. Or singling now. And so, you know, I feel like they're a little bit worried that you're going to judge them, or you're not going to want to get involved with them because of this. All right. So I do see there's some fears there on their part, or because of their dating history. Let's see. What do they notice about you or really like about you? So we see Father energy. So they see you as having a talent for creating and supporting life. They see you as a positive guiding light within a tribal unit. Okay, so again, they see you as possibly divine masculine energy, for those of you who identify as the divine masculine. But also remember, we all have masculine and feminine qualities. But I'm also seeing that, you know, they see you as somebody who's solid, stable, secure. They see like security and stability with you. And I feel like they haven't really seen that with anybody else, or at least not for a while. And they're seeing you as goddess energy, Pisces. Yeah, so the feminine expressed through wisdom, nature, life force, and sensuality. Yeah, so they see you as Empress energy, even if you're not necessarily feeling that when you meet them. And at the bottom of the deck, we see angel. So they see you as an earth angel, helping those in need with no expectation of return. So they see you as a really, really good person. So I kind of feel like you're going to be on the fence for different, you're going to be on the fence about this connection, either because you have other options or because they have other options, or they're seeing somebody else, or, or whatever's going on in their life. All right. But Spirit's saying this connection anchors attention in what is real now. So this connection is going to ask for you to stay present and focus on what's real. This connection happens because you listen to a quiet inner prompting. Alignment responds to intuition rather than logic. So this is like Spirit saying, really trust your intuition here. Okay, don't ignore red flags. Don't go against what feels right for you, Pisces. But some of you, your intuition is going to say, go for it. All right. And an open-ended becoming, and this connection remains alive to what might unfold. So again, it can go, one of two ways here with this person, Pisces. And I think that's going to be completely up to you. Okay. But I do see some hesitation and some fears here about interference in this connection. All right. Now the Empress in reverse, she can also be, she can be not sure if, you're good enough, or not feeling like the best version of yourself here when you meet this person. All right. So we Spirit saying, open your heart, Pisces. Love is the highest energy of all. Let it in. As you get to know each other, you discover many more things in common, and your bond deepens. We see love language affirmations. Loving words hold great power. So I do see that there's this energy here of like, okay, stay present. Take your time getting to know this person. The more time you spend together, the more you really do realize you're a good match. Yeah, and Spirit saying there's a lot of potential here, Pisces, for this to be a lasting love, that this is your true love, okay? Spirit's also saying November, so you could be dealing with a Sagittarius or a Scorpio, and it could be as early as this month. All right, Pisces, I'm going to leave it here, sending you love and light. Take care.